All right, welcome everybody to the webinar. We're going to talk about the FS changes, what's been updated since July 2020, and kind of what has changed and what's been removed. I'll be your host tonight. My name is Chris, and you've probably talked to me if you've ever had a consult over the phone or needed some information in regards to one of the courses or in order to get licensed. All right, so let's dive right into it and take a look. So fundamentals of surveying. First is, what does it cost? That's the biggest thing we get from a lot of individuals. So the FS costs $175 to register for the fundamentals of surveying exam. However, depending on the state that you are in is going to determine on whether or not you need board approval first. For instance, state of Texas, you're going to need board approval prior to signing up for it. In the state of California, you can take the fundamentals of surveying prior to signing or getting approval from the board. Now, moving forward, we're going to go ahead and take a look at how long the exam is. So the exam hasn't changed as far as the length. It's still a 6-hour exam. So they give you 2 minutes basically of your non-disclosure agreement. They give you 8 minutes for tutorials. They give you the exam, which is 5 hours and 20 minutes in total. And then you get a scheduled break in between, which is 25 minutes. Now, you don't have to take the entire 25 minutes, and it's also up to you if you wish to or not to take that break. So what's changed? Here's what everybody wants to know. So originally it was 13 categories. This is what it was previous. So one thing that they have changed is basically survey processes and methods, mapping processes and methods, boundary law and real property principles, survey principles, survey computations, and computer applications, business concepts, as well as applied mathematics and statistics. So really, we're at 12 categories. They've just condensed and put a couple of them together. So applied mathematics and statistics were previously in their own categories. They're now merged into one. Kind of the same thing with survey processes and methods, or boundary law and real property principles. So really, the only thing that's been changed is mathematics. That's the biggest thing that everybody's seen that has changed. So mathematics, basically your calculus, your statistics, your linear algebra, trigonometry, as well as your regular algebra, all these sections were condensed, basically cutting them nearly in half. So there's nowhere near as many math problems as there used to be. The statistics section has also been merged in the mathematics section, like I was just saying. So these are all condensed and into one. So mathematics section previously used to cover integral calculations and matrix algebra. So, and then basic sciences was technically the only thing that was really removed. So a lot of the questions that we also get is, is our material up to date? And yes, so we did revise all of our material in 2020, late 2020, in order to make changes for the fundamentals of surveying exam. So it is current and up to date, which will give you everything that you need in order to prepare for it. You can expect to see a lot of people are seeing on the actual exams that they are taking is basically a lot of horizontal curves and vertical curves, for some of the mathematical problems. Let's see, we're also seeing you can expect more land surveying specific math that you'll have to calculate the differences, area calculations, and so on. So it's based a little bit closer to the PS exam, which is already tested in the FS, or the materials almost hand in hand the same. So they're just a little bit closer as far as what they are now covering. Boundary law, which is now covered, survey principles and geodesy, and a lot of the same categories that had previously been separated, like I told you before, have now been merged into one. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that again. So like I said, your survey processes and methods, that's been merged into one. Your mapping processes and methods, been merged into one. Survey computations, computer applications, as well as your applied mathematics and statistics have all been basically condensed and put into one category. So NLC has kind of worked tirelessly to help individuals such as yourself in order to prepare for this exam. Our course is one of the most updated courses that you're going to find out there, giving you workbooks to read, to print out and read, videos to watch, articles to read. You'll have a full-length practice exam within the course. You can also, if you buy the combo, you're able to get the calculator and everything with it as well, giving you a user guide tutorial on how to use it, how to operate everything. And also one of the nice things that we do provide here at NLC Prep is support while you're preparing for the exam. So if you are going and you get stuck on a question, for instance, and you're like, well, it's giving me A is the answer, but you think it's C, simply send in a ticket, send us a screenshot of it so we can take a look at it. From there, we'll go ahead and review the question for you and get back to you. Same thing if you're having any course issues and you're having trouble accessing the course, simply give us a call or send in a ticket as well, and I can go ahead and take a look at that and get you back in and continue on your studies. So, does anybody have any questions as far as what's been changed so far on the FS exam? We'll go back over it real quick. Let me pull this back up. If you have any questions, just feel free to go ahead and write them in the comment box and I'll take a look at them. So, like I said, we are here to help prepare you for your journey on becoming a professional land surveyor. So we offer different products that we can discuss. And if you would like to schedule a call, you can simply call us at 877-758-6262, and we can discuss or help you out with anything that you need as far as preparing for, if you're looking to become a professional land surveyor and you want to know what's the requirements in order to get there, whether it's education you need, experience, we can help you no matter what state you're in within the U.S. So go ahead and give us a call. We can help you out with that. And then, like I said, the categories. So previously there was 13 categories that were covered on the FS exam. Like I said, there's basically 12 now. The biggest difference is it's condensed, and your math section was basically nearly cut in half. So your so mathematics section, which was previously covering integral calculations and matrix algebra, has been reduced. Calculus, statistics, linear algebra, trigonometry, and regular algebra, all of those were condensed into basically the applied mathematics and statistics, which is definitely a huge deal for everybody. Like I said, some of the things that you will see on it now is horizontal curves and vertical curves. These are definitely good to know how to run and operate, and we do recommend that you practice these numerous ones prior to going into the exam. And legal aspects, again, was a big portion of the exam, with survey processes, mathematics being reduced like we did talk about. Yes, so the combo does include the online course. So the combo basically would give you the full-length online course with a full practice exam. You'll get an additional hard copy practice exam. You'll get the pre-programmed HP35 calculator that's usable on not only your FS, the PS, and your state-specific exams. So it's usable on any exam that you are going to take, which is nice. So you can keep it throughout your entire, studying process. It does come with 2 additional books as well. The NSPS book and one additional one. I don't have it in front of me, but yes, you will get all of those as well. Let's see. What does the business concepts cover? Same as the older exam, or did it change? So business concepts, it's about the same. So they're going to cover different questions, but it's all going to be relevant to the same material. Like I said, it's just been basically condensed and put into one. It's similar to the PS if anybody's ever taken that. And yes, so the course, like I said, it was adjusted, and let me see if I can pull it up for you. So it was adjusted, and it reflects the most current 2020 July 2020 changes. So it is the most current and up-to-date exam that I'm aware of. So like I said, this was changed in 2020, so it was already ready to go before it even came out almost. We've been continuously adjusting or changing it as needed. Is anybody looking to get licensed or become a professional land surveyor? So like I said, if you do want to become licensed and you have questions, just go ahead and give us a call, or you can go online and you can schedule one. You're taking the FAE tomorrow? FS? Okay. The engineering one looks like? Okay, FS. Just wanted to check. So, yep. So the FS, yeah, definitely. You've already done your studying, hopefully, so you should be good to go. Just prepare and be ready. And Zeke, if you're looking to do it, give us a call, or you can go onto our website, nlcprep.com, and you can go ahead and schedule a free consult. And like I said, we can go over everything that you're going to need in order to get this done. Whether it's state specifics, applying for the board, I can let you know that. We can let you know if there's any education requirements, as well as we can let you know, for instance, experience that's required in order to take it or to sit for it. Okay, and it looks like Jennifer, you're taking it in March or April. Good. Okay, so you've still got a little bit of time to study. And next July, you'll be taking your PS. Great. Okay. Yep, so it looks like everybody's pretty much prepared. Definitely check on your mathematics. Make sure you do, if you do have the pre-programmed calculator, ensure that you know how to use that fairly well before going in. Unfortunately, they don't give you, you're not able to bring in like a cheat sheet on which programs to run, so you almost have to kind of remember on which ones you were using. So for instance, like XEQA, XEQB, XEQC, some of them that are in there already, you're going to need to know what they are in order to operate it when you do get into the exam, because you don't have a, like I said, a cheat sheet or anything to review or look at. So make sure that you are familiar with the calculator, you are able to operate it fairly easy, and you should be ready to go. That's what's going to save you the most amount of time, is on all the math computations. Also, if you do, when you are taking the exam, if you do get to one that you're stumbling on, it is recommended that you flag it and move on. Don't get stuck on one question. Just go ahead and flag the question, go to the next one, answer all the ones that you can first, then come back and then do the harder ones last when you've got the rest of the most amount of time to do them. So always flag the ones that you're unsure of, move on, take out the easy ones, and then come back and do the other ones, because you want to get as many questions right as possible. So does anybody else have any other questions I can answer for you as far as the new exam? What you might expect? So if you do have any questions, go ahead and type them into the chat room or into the chat, and I'll go ahead and read them and answer them for you. If you do have any questions, like I said, you can always call us from 8 to 2, 877-758-6262. Or you can go online and you can schedule a consult with us as well. And Robin, written communications, basic English. Okay, so what's your question as far as on the exam? So they are going to ask you questions as far as, basically your basic English. So they're going to ask you like which one is correct, like which there are you using, or which what is one of the other ones? There are a few different ones that they're going to ask you to answer, and making sure that there's like complete sentences. If you need any commas, you will see questions like that in there as well. Yes. So you will probably see at least 2 to 3 questions. So math is, like I said, was the biggest ones that have changed. Applied mathematics and statistics, those were basically condensed. So the math portion was definitely shrunk down, reducing it and making it a lot I would say, easier for individuals. And then, like I said, it was all condensed from 13 categories separate to now basically 12. Basic sciences was the big one that was removed, and math being reduced. So basic sciences was covering all your basically your trees and your all your basic science information. So you don't have to worry about those on any of your exams anymore. And like I said, our course has been updated to reflect that for the July 2020. So you don't have to worry about studying for things that aren't going to be on the exam. So you'll have all the most current and up-to-date information to help you prepare for the exam. Like I said, one thing that is nice with our course is that you'll get free, basically if you need help within the exam, like I was telling everybody earlier, that if you're going and you're seeing you have a question and you see answer A and you're like, why is it not answer C? It doesn't make sense to me. Just send in a ticket to us. Take a screenshot of it. Let us know the section that you're in. Send us a screenshot. We'll look at it, review it, and we can get back to you with an answer to give you a more definitive reason why. So the one question we got is, how does the updated FS exam come to the PS now? Oh, sorry, compare. How does it compare to the PS? So it's comparable, but the FS is going to be longer. It's 110 questions. I don't remember the amount on the PS, but we will cover that next month. And I'll go over that one with you guys as well. But the FS is basically, like I said, basic sciences was removed, math was reduced, and they basically merged a lot of the sections together. So they cover pretty similar or pretty much the same stuff, like surveying principles, surveying computations, boundary law, and real property principles. All those are going to be covered for you. Let me pull this back up so you guys can take a look. So survey processes and methods, mathing processes and methods, survey principles, like I was saying, all these are going to be covered, and you'll see a lot of the same ones on the PS exam as well. One thing that does trip a lot of individuals up too is knowing how to do conversions. So for instance, if you are doing a let's say photography with a drone or aerial camera, you're going to want to know how to convert it from, say, millimeters to meters and then back to something else. So they will ask for a lot of conversions on the exam. So just make sure that you are familiar with how to convert things, whether it be from millimeters to meters or from meters to yards. Like, they will ask you different conversion rates. They'll ask you, for instance, cubic inches and then cubic yards or different things. So just make sure you are familiar with those, again, as well as horizontal curves and vertical curves. Those are another big ones that you will see on there that trip a lot of individuals up. And you're welcome, Rob, no problem. Does anybody else have any questions I can answer for you? Let me pull this back up. All right, so just to go over this with you guys real quick. So if anybody is interested in the combo, just to show you or tell you kind of what the calculator does cover. So the surveying programs that are on the HP35, we've got area of coordinates, COGOs, proportioning, unit conversions, intersections, curves, inversing and traversing, triangles, bearings, and azimuths. And so we've got basically 18 different programs that are on the calculator. So you should be ready to go once you learn how to do it. All right, GIS concepts. Yeah, they will cover GIS. Everyone's different. I've had some individuals say that, they'll get 3 to 5 questions. Some people say they'll get more. It's just all depending, but it does cover all this within the course. All right, so next one is, let's see, Joshua, how long does it take to prepare for your course? for the FS exam recommended time frame. So we tell individuals it's typically 8 to 12 weeks. So if you're studying for 2 to 3 hours a night, 2 to 3 times a week, so 6 to 9 hours a week of studying, it's going to take you 2 to 3 months to cover all the material. And like I said, when you go through the course, the online course will give you workbooks that you can print out and go through. It'll give you articles to read. It'll give you videos to watch. You'll have the quizzes at the end of sections, and you'll get a full-length practice exam online, as well as when you do buy the full combo, you'll also get an additional hard copy. So the nice thing is with our course too, is that it is accessible via mobile, tablets, or desktop. So you can use it on the go if you're out, or like, let's say that your party chief's driving for you and, you're in the passenger seat, takes you 30, 40 minutes to get somewhere and you've got service, you can continue studying. So all right, so the PS, I just wanted to go over this with you because somebody did have the question. So yeah, the PS does have legal principles, professional survey practices, standards and specifications, business practices, and types of surveys. Those are the big things that you will see on the PS exam. And like I said, when we do cover that one, I believe it's next month or the month after, or if you have any questions with it prior, like I said, just give us a call at 877-758-6262, or you can go online and schedule a call with us as well. So if anybody is trying to get licensed, you can go ahead and schedule a call, go over everything that's required, what your education needs to be, what you need as far as experience, and then your state requirements. So like I said, every state's different. So in the state of California, you can take your FS exam right away, and then you'll apply to the board after to take your PS and your California state specific. State of Texas, you are going to have to apply to the board to get approval prior to sitting for your FS exam, as well as your state specific. So every state's a little different as far as requirements go, So it's definitely important that you know what you need to do in order to pass it. So if you do have any questions or want to get licensed, like I said, just go ahead and schedule a call with us, go online, and we can go ahead and take care of that, review everything that you have, and go from there. And any other questions I can answer for you guys? If you have any questions, just go ahead and leave it in the comment box. And like I said, we'll go over it real quick again, but I just want to let you guys know. So the FS exam, pull this back up. So FS exam does cover, basically it's a 6-hour exam. It's $175 in order to register. And like I said, depending on the state that you were in, on whether you need board approval prior to taking the exam. Every state's different, so check with the board, or check with, you can go to NCEES, and you can go on there and you can find out as well, because they'll typically tell you, or you can contact us and we can help you out as well. So again, 6-hour exam, non-disclosure agreement, 2 minutes, tutorial is 8 minutes, full exam is 5 hours and 20 minutes. That's how long you have in order to take your exam. So you also get the scheduled break, which is 25 minutes. And like I said, that's dependent on you, on whether you do or don't want to take it, or if you want to take the full 25 minutes. You don't have to. All right, and just to reiterate one more time for you guys, the biggest things that we did see was basically condensing it from 13 categories down to 7. So they basically just condense them and put them together. So surveying processes and methods, mapping processes and methods, boundary law and real property, survey principles, all these were condensed into smaller categories. You're welcome. All right, and then applied mathematics and statistics. That was the biggest change, is the reduced amount of categories. And again, make sure you know how to do all your computations. Make sure you know how to basically run your calculator, how to do unit conversions, intersections, inversing, traversing, horizontal and vertical curves. You will see a lot of those. and those stumble and trip people up a lot. So definitely know how to, one, operate the calculator, or two, knowing how to do it in a timely manner. And remember, you can't bring any cheat sheets in, so you almost have to remember which one operates whatever you're trying to run, whether it be curves or unit conversions or proportions. So learn and get to know your calculator. It's going to become your friend. And it's good, like I said, on not only your FS, the PS, but the state-specific exams as well. And like I said, legal aspects was another huge portion of the exam, along with survey processes and mathematics being reduced. So those are the big changes that we have seen on the fundamentals. And I thank you guys for your time. If you do have any questions, like I said, give us a call at 877-758-6262, or you can go online, schedule a consult with us. More than likely, it'll be me to go over it with you. And like I said, the nice thing that we do have is if you are going through the course, you're having any issues, you're not understanding the question, simply take a screenshot, send it in to us. We'll review it for you and send you back a reply on why it is this, or, it is possible we get it wrong. So we'll take a look and answer it to you and answer it for you and get it back to you. Like I said, we've also got customer service as far as myself. So if you are having issues accessing the course, you're not able to progress, simply leave us a ticket, or you can give us a call and we can go ahead and take a look at that and get you moving again so that you can continue your studying. And remember, these courses are available on mobile devices, so your tablet, your phone, or on a desktop computer. So you can basically study on the go wherever you are. And we do recommend the full-length practice exam, which comes with the combo. And the combo gives you the calculator, like I said, that is usable on all the exams. If you guys have any other questions, feel free to schedule a call with me, 877-758-6262. Or like I said, you can go online to nlcprep.com. You can go on there and schedule a consult with us as well. And I thank you guys for your time, and I'll see you again next month.